What's happening, folks? You know who it is. It's been a minute, but we're back with the remix. So check this out. Some updates and whatnot. The niche website, it's still pretty like this as far as traffic goes since the decimation in March that most websites went through. Fortunately, as I've said many times before, my earnings are not tied directly to traffic, so it's not like a advertising display ads or one-off affiliate products. A lot of those earnings are coming from people that are or have been spending money since last year, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, in some cases 4 years ago. So that's really great. Earnings are pretty also steady, about $4,000 a month, which is I'm cool with that. It's kind of just over there doing its thing. One thing I did start doing with the site is I set up something just because I know the site is eventually going to trickle down to zero. Like, we're not entirely zero because it's not just like only Google. I'm Bing and Yandex and direct traffic and Pinterest and all these other places that are coming to the site in small amounts. But what I started doing was I set up basically a small automation loop where I have a plugin that automatically updates older posts so they get republished to the front, not for like trying to game the date, but just so it updates them. And then I set up an automation with Pabbly, which is just a Zapier alternative that I have a lifetime membership for that I bought a few years ago. So any new posts that are updated are basically syndicated. I'm syndicating the content from the site, so it gets posted to Medium and shared on a new subreddit that I created after my great translation debacle using abandonware and getting all my subreddits and accounts banned like 2 years ago. So, and it's going slow. It's doing I have it set so it's on a 6-hour interval with up to 6 hours like variation between new updates. So up to 12 hours, basically 2 to 4 posts per day are being re-updated and then published to those other places, and hopefully start getting some nice trickle of traffic from that way, as opposed to just hopefully only on the site. Because for the most part on that site there's only maybe like 10 or 15 posts that are actually driving or bringing people in. And those other ones are still getting a trickle, but it's primarily just a handful. So hopefully that'll bring some life back into the content that was already created. And if not, oh well, it doesn't matter. I have 2 other sites that are in the exact same niche that were unaffected by the March cataclysmic event, the pyroclastic update. So that's kind of whatever. It's cool. We're still bringing in more people to spend money, and again, all those people from the past are still spending, or the ones that were spending are still spending. So that's going on. Hello, my boy Diabetic Gamer Guy. He asked me because I posted about, or I tweeted just the word dividend. Yeah, I just started. A few weeks ago, I starting doing dividend investing, and I don't know like the whole this, that, and the other as far as that goes, legally and whatnot, but as far as financial advice bullshit, whatever. But yeah, I'm taking a kind of a slow approach as I start learning more about these different dividend providing stocks, only going about $100 a week, nothing too crazy, nothing too wild. And yeah, we'll see how that goes. Right now, again, in my complete naive brain as far as dividend investing goes, I'm looking at kind of 3 things. I'm not looking at growth stocks, just because, especially at this point, I'm not putting in a bunch of money to see a huge return with growth stocks. I do have a few SCHDs, whatever, but I'm looking at 3 things. Yield, I want a higher yield. Again, not looking at growth stocks. I'm looking at income dividends. So yield, I'm looking at consistent payouts. either stable or growing. I don't want to go into something that's, 40%, 8%, 4%, 22%. No, I want some stability. And there's something else, but I forgot. Either way, not going crazy with it. Just putting in, like I said, $100 a week automatically fed in. One of the goofy things I want to achieve per position that I have is to have enough stock in a stock to where every dividend period, of course I'm dripping back in, it's enough to at least purchase one additional stock in that position. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about here. It's totally a stupid idea, but I think it just makes me feel good to be able to see actually some real compounding. All right, this $1 per month is now, it's going up as opposed to the fraction of a stock that I've been getting. I put in like $50 at the beginning of the year, and just kind of threw it in some things, and then just was like, all right, I'm gonna do other shit, and then starting up in July, put in a little lump sum, and then set up an automatic transfer of $100 a week, just see how that goes. Looking at all these projections and whatnot, someday it will be cool to really just have that dripping right into my bank account, along with everything else I have going on, and just be like, cool, I really don't have to do anything ever again. So that's that. Now, if you made it this far, here's what I'm working on now. So, way back in the day, in my W-2 and contract work days, I can't count how many times I would sit in on a meeting with an advertising agency or a marketing agency that were either already working with the company that I was working for at the time, or they were kind of doing an interview process, see if this could be a good fit. And the amount of riffraff I heard from them that the executive folks just didn't understand was riffraff was, I swear, it was like every meeting, every time you met with these people, there would always be some just like, we don't need to be doing that. We have no reason to do that. One example that I will give, one of my first JOBs after collage was a furniture store. I was doing like digital marketing, doing like a bunch of copywriting on their site, SEO, all kinds of other stuff. Didn't really need SEO, but they wanted to do it. Like 89% of their traffic was branded search. It was a local business. They didn't do shipping nationwide. It was just like, hey, we're here, we're now, boom. Like I said, like 80% upper 80% was branded search. Explicitly search for company name or company name furniture store, blah, 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 things like that. But they had a marketing agency that was, they wanted to do the PPC, and they also like, hey, we'll also do your SEO for you. And I'm like, what do I got going on? So I started like publishing these articles that were not, they were all about interior design and stuff. So it was really great for getting more people to the site, traffic, but unfortunately, now we're getting orders from Maine and Washington and Florida and California, hit the four corners, and we don't do shipping. So it was just like a pain in the ass have somebody reach out to these people to say, hey, we got to cancel your order, thank you, but we don't do shipping. And it was a waste of time. So I have this all fleshed out. I want to basically write a book, a super low cost, 99 cents, just bottom of the barrel. I'd give it away for free if I could. I think I can. I mean, I can, but something so brain dead. Yeah, I'm just going to, let's get that. Just explaining, for each kind of, I don't know, segment a business could fall in, if it's a B2B manufacturer, a B2C merchandising business, a B2G, I don't know, service business. All these different kind of combinations of business types. It's like, hey, do you really need a blog for your bakery? No, you shouldn't waste your time with something like that. If you don't send or if you don't ship your cupcakes worldwide, you probably don't want a bunch of people coming to your site and trying to order your cupcakes if you're located in St. Louis and they're in Nevada. How's that going to help you out at all? Basically just break down like, hey, recommendations, should you, shouldn't you, yada, 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 things like that. Give it away for free or as close to free as possible. Not really make money on the book, but make it so it's just like so brain dead that a purchase that, okay, hey, yeah, 99 cents. Yeah, I'm going to learn basically surface level marketing, digital marketing stuff for anything that would kind of come my way as far as an agency goes or recommendations for initiatives. And then, you know, since it's so inexpensive, the kind of the back end of that would be, you know, hey, should your business, you know, example, should your business have a website? Probably, maybe not. I don't know. But if you should have a website, you don't have a website already, here's where you can purchase a domain name. Here's where you can purchase hosting. Here's where you can purchase WordPress themes that are like built and tailored to your business type. And of course, those would be affiliate links. So again, like hosting, boom. I don't need to sit there and try to rank for hosting. I have this thing that people are using, and like they hopefully it gets to the point. I got this book back here, Write Useful Books, where it's like, hey, almost the flywheel or the mechanism of marketing is word of mouth. Hey, I read this really great book that basically gave me a rundown of, you know, everything that has to do with marketing or digital marketing. Check it out. And again, like I said, back end, do some affiliate marketing. Hey, should you have email marketing for your business? Probably. What services do you use? Well, here's 4 or 5 based on, you know, certain criteria. Pick which ones you think is best for you. Boom, they're there. I don't want to include, you know, those kind of links in the site, but I think what we'll have is like just, hey, if you are looking for recommendations, go to mywebsite.com/hosting, and then I'll have a few hosting options there. Yeah, and who knows, maybe do some client work, even though I'm not too keen on client work, but I think doing something like I will take you from 0 to 1 as opposed to 0 to 10. You know, I'll just get your stuff set up for you. I will set up your CRM. I'll set up, you know, 10 basic automations as far as email marketing goes and whatnot. So you have something working for you. And then, you know, hire an agency to refine it and really make it, you know, optimized. But, you know, that's kind of it. It's really enjoyable. It's basically just a brain dump of my thoughts, ideas, and what I've learned over the last, I don't know, 10 years since doing digital marketing stuff and making money online and things like that. And again, also just sitting in on those meetings, listening to the nonsense that comes out of like agency representatives' mouths, and then on the other side, the executives that really have no idea the why they shouldn't. They're only getting, you know, why they should. I'm going to try to provide like a why they shouldn't go with whatever is going on. So that's kind of that. Yeah. So I don't know, like as far as the future, you know, making videos, it's been like 3 months since the last time I made a video. Kind of grew this out a little bit. Well, let's see. I'll be moving in less than 2 weeks. So I'll start a moving process. I got like 3 weeks to move between the time the new lease starts and this lease ends. So I got 3 weeks to move. 400 extra square feet, 2 bedroom, 2 bathroom. Still, you know, not this high off the ground, but still in the downtown area. I'll have a dedicated office, so you know it's not cat fight. Not have my office also be in my living room, and it's a disaster over here. Just don't even look over there. Do that, but I think like probably moving forward, a lot of the videos on this channel will be a little bit more refined, professional, so to speak. Basically, just start talking about the stuff I'm going to have in the book. That way, it just kind of all works together. Yeah.